Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. As we all know, Peaky Blinders is one of the most popular series in history with amazing actors, an exciting plot, and interesting characters that have made us laugh, cry and feel every single emotion under the sun. That is why today, I decided to bring you some of the best and most iconic lines from Thomas Shelby, and other characters that will inspire and motivate you to keep going no matter how hard things get. Motivational lines. The first motivational line comes from Thomas Shelby himself, who says, "Never let someone walk over you. Never let them take your dreams, your goals, or your aspirations for you." He also says, "You either gone now be a force of nature or you gone now be swept away." These two lines show us how important it is to never give up on our dreams, and to always stay true to ourselves. They also teach us that if we want something bad enough, then we should fight for it with all our might, because only then will we be able to achieve greatness. Another great quote by Tommy is, "The ultimate sin is to waste your life away doing nothing." This line tells us that if we do use our time wisely and make the most of the opportunities that come our way, then we are essentially wasting our potential and not living to the fullest. It reminds us that we should always strive for excellence and never settle for mediocrity. Next up, we have a quote from Arthur Shelby who says, "Some people say they love you, but when push comes to shove, they would sell you out in a heartbeat." This teaches us to be careful of the people we trust and to make sure that those around us have our best interests at heart, before sharing any personal information or letting them into our inner circle. It is a reminder that not everyone can be trusted, and sometimes it is better to protect yourself than risk being betrayed. Now it's Polly Gray's turn with a quote, "Men think I'm a weak woman because I let them think that, but I am strong, and when I need to be, I can be stronger than them." She goes on to say, "I can smell fear on you, Thomas. It's the smell of defeat." Polly's words teach us about the power of perception and how important it is to be aware of how others view us. By understanding this, we can better control our image and manipulate situations to our advantage. It is also a reminder to never underestimate anyone based on their appearance, and to always be aware of our own body language. Moving on, we have another powerful message from Thomas Shelby when he states, "Do you really think this is the end? Don't be ridiculous. This is just the beginning." With this, he encourages us to never give up in the face of adversity, and instead use it as fuel to keep moving forward towards our goals. No matter how difficult things may seem or how many obstacles stand in our path, as long as we have the will to keep going, then we can overcome anything. Next up, we have a very wise quote by Winston Churchill that was shared by Thomas Shelby in this series. He says, "We shall go on to the end. We shall fight in France. We shall fight on the seas and oceans. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be." This quote teaches us the importance of perseverance and determination. Even when things get tough and the odds are stacked against us, we must remain resilient and keep pushing forward towards our goals. Only by doing so can we hope to succeed in the end. The next quote is from John Shelby, who says, "You gotta do what you gotta do for your family, right?" He goes on to say, "That's what family's for, isn't it? For doing the things you can't do yourself." This quote teaches us that it's okay to ask for help and that relying on others is not a sign of weakness, but rather strength. It reminds us that we're all part of a community and that we should never hesitate to reach out for assistance when needed. Furthermore, it encourages us to be there for our loved ones and offer them support whenever possible. And now for another powerful message from Thomas Shelby, who says, "There's no sense in being a king if you can't make your people proud." This quote teaches us that true success is not measured by material possessions or status, but rather by the impact we have on others and the legacy we leave behind. It reminds us that our actions speak louder than words, and that we should always strive to be the best version of ourselves. Furthermore, it encourages us to lead by example and inspire those around us to be better people. Added to another great quote from Thomas Shelby that teaches us about having a positive attitude is when he says, "If you're stressed, just remind yourself that life is only 60 minutes long. You can either spend that time worrying about things in your control, or the things that are in your control. If it's in your control, change it. If it's not, accept it." This is a reminder to focus on what we can actually change, and not waste energy worrying about things that are beyond our influence. It's an effective way to reduce stress and anxiety, while still taking action towards achieving our goals. Next up, we have a quote by Winston Churchill that was mentioned in the series, and it reads, "We may have to wait a long time for our better selves, but we shall certainly find them if we live long enough." This teaches us to have a hopeful and optimistic attitude even when times are tough. It reminds us to believe in ourselves and our ability to improve no matter what challenges we may face. Success. Now let's look at some quotes about success. Thomas Shelby says, "Successful people do things that unsuccessful people are not prepared to do. They take more risks, they make more mistakes, but they learn and adapt quickly from those mistakes." This teaches us that success is not achieved by avoiding risks or playing it safe, but by embracing challenges and learning from both our successes and failures. It reminds us to be bold, take initiative, and be prepared to fail forward in our pursuits. Another great quote by Tommy is, "Don't let the bastards grind you down." This is a call to action for us to stay resilient in the face of adversity and never give up on our dreams. It reminds us to hold on to our values and principles no matter how much pressure we may face. Additionally, it encourages us to fight for what we believe in and stand up against injustice or oppression. Polly Gray has a powerful message for us when she says, "People think that luck is what makes successful people different. It's not. Successful people attract luck." This teaches us that success is not merely a matter of chance or good fortune, but rather a result of our own actions and mindset. It reminds us to be proactive, take initiative, and cultivate a positive mindset in order to attract success in our lives. We can't talk about Peaky Blinders without mentioning the iconic line, "Beware of the horse." While not a direct quote, this phrase has become synonymous with the show and serves as a reminder to always be aware of our surroundings and the potential dangers that may lie ahead. It's an encouraging message to stay sharp, anticipate challenges, and prepare accordingly in order to be successful in whatever endeavors we pursue. Life lesson. Another great quote from the show that offers a life lesson is when Thomas Shelby says, "Life is a game. Everyone starts with a different set of rules." This teaches us to recognize that everyone faces unique challenges and has different advantages in life. It reminds us to be compassionate and understanding towards others, while also acknowledging our own privileges and working to level the playing field whenever possible. Furthermore, it encourages us to play by the rules and strive for success within the boundaries of fairness and equality. Tommy also shares a powerful message about making decisions in life when he says, "You can't run away from your problems. Avoiding them is just a waste of time. It doesn't solve anything." This teaches us to confront our issues head-on and take responsibility for our actions rather than trying to escape from them. It reminds us that running away from our problems does not make them disappear and often makes things worse in the long run. Instead, it's important to address our issues directly and work towards finding solutions. Next up, we have a quote by Winston Churchill that reflects a valuable life lesson. "Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." This teaches us to never give up in the face of adversity and to keep moving forward towards our goals, no matter how many setbacks we may encounter. It reminds us that success is not a destination, but rather a journey filled with ups and downs, and that it is our ability to persevere through challenges that truly defines our success. Storytelling. The art of storytelling is a major theme in Peaky Blinders, and it is also a powerful tool for motivating and inspiring others. Here are a few examples of how storytelling is used in the series to teach us valuable lessons and inspire us to be better people. Thomas Shelby often uses stories and historical references to motivate and inspire those around him. For example, when he talks about the legend of King Lear and how even kings make mistakes, he teaches us that we are not alone in our struggles, and that even the most powerful people in the world can relate to our experiences. It reminds us to be humble and to never let our success or power get to our heads. Another great example of storytelling in Peaky Blinders is when the characters discuss the Russian Revolution and the rise of communism. Through these conversations, we learn about the importance of fighting for justice and equality, and standing up against oppression and tyranny. It inspires us to be courageous and to never give up in the face of adversity. Furthermore, the show uses flashbacks to give us insight into the characters' pasts and how their experiences have shaped them into the people they are today. This helps us to understand their motivations and choices, and it reminds us that our past does not define us, and that we always have the power to change our future. It also teaches us the importance of empathy and compassion, and to never judge someone without first understanding their story. So these were some of the best and most iconic lines from Peaky Blinders. As we can see, the characters in Peaky Blinders not only entertain us with their wit and charm, but also teach us valuable lessons about life, leadership, and success. Their words are a source of motivation and inspiration for many people around the world. So, if you're feeling down or need a little pick-me-up, just remember the words of Thomas Shelby, Polly Gray, or any of the other amazing characters, and let their words inspire you to keep going. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope it has inspired you to never give up on your dreams. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and share it with your friends. Until next time.